Because we're going live to Port Harcourt, River State right now.
That's right, for the Energy, Environment and Investment Forum, and of course promises to be an interesting event.
Yeah, just stay tuned.
This is a live channels television event.
Your Excellency, François Fillon, former Prime Minister of France, Your Excellency, José Zapatero, former Prime Minister of Spain, Your Excellency, the Consul General, People's Republic of China, very distinguished members who have been invited to be part of this event. We want to welcome all of Your Excellencies. Of course, here with us is His Excellency, the former President of Poland, Lech Walesa. We appreciate all of you and welcome you here. Of course, we're going to be as much as possible very brief to ensure that we start this program and end according to schedule. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. We welcome you to this forum. Join me as I welcome to give us an opening remark the Honorable Attorney General, Commissioner for Justice, River State, who by the grace of God is the chairman of the organizing committee, Wago Bombs Esquire. Please let's put our hands together to appreciate him.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dr. Obiwale Convention Center in Port Harcourt venue of this program. Exactly a month ago, the River State government here in this same venue hosted an international conference on democracy and good governance. Today, we are having another international conference, not on democracy or election or succession, but on energy, environment, and investment. On behalf of His Excellency,
a very good morning to you all. Welcome to the Energy and Environment Investment Forum. It's coming to you live from Port Harcourt in River State, and just behind us is where the podium is, and they're going to start this forum. It's the very first one actually, and they say they plan to make this an annual event today in Port Harcourt. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
Welcome, Maupe Ogun. It promises to be an interesting session. Energy, environment, and investment. Three things that any government serious about developing a state will be looking at. You have to preserve the environment. You also have to look at energy. We all know the challenge we face concerning energy, and we also will be looking at investment. So we already opened the session this morning with Sunrise Daily, and this is a continuation of the broadcast, which will be here for another 2 hours. We're going to continue into the following day. We'll see how it goes.
So we have former presidents almost all across the country. They're looking at renewable energy, sustainable energy, alternative means of energy, and above all, they need to make this affordable, they say. So this forum is not just a talk shop, as some people think it is. They intend to make this affordable to the people, create that awareness so that everyone, including the vision of the River State Governor, can then be achieved.
And one of the vision, which we'll be hearing much about later today, is to create electricity in the state, or make sure everywhere is powered by 2015 in River State. You talked about it being the very first one. We also an inclusive one as well. You have women and youth session for them. It's about awareness. And let's see how that goes. I guess we'll be interviewing some youth leaders and also some women leaders much later to get their perspective on what they know about or what they feel about energy, environment, and investment in climate.
So there you have it. Welcome to the Energy, Environment and Investment Forum, coming to you live from Port Harcourt.
Why what is perpetually an environmental disaster in one place have been, in some, a major investment opportunity with huge profitability. I speak here, if you recall, for example, two different countries. Let us examine briefly and compare the volcanic eruptions in, say, nearby Cameroon, with its attendant human and environmental consequences, with similar occurrences in countries like Philippines and Iceland, and draw some needed lessons. Mount Cameroon is some few hours of flight away from here, have a mountain, volcanic mountain of over 13,000 feet. It exploded in a fury, collapsing walls, houses, and even trees shook violently. The following evening, about past night in the night, the strongest, most violent tremor shook the region again. An eyewitness reported that the earth trembled 50 times in 2 days, and in which crates appeared and hundreds of houses destroyed. Before this event in Cameroon, a similar eruption of hot volcanic magma had almost buried the city in that country in 1985. The environmental disaster was enormous. Iceland and Philippines, on the other hand, share the same nature's fate with Cameroon. They are volcanically located countries. But it has since been established that the Earth's heat is more readily available for people who live close to thermal springs or volcanic fissures. Indeed, beneath the surface of the Earth lies a huge treasure of tremendous store of heat called thermal energy, much of which is stored in underground layers of molten rock or magma. It is treasure because it is a clean source of energy that offers distinct advantages over oil, coal, and natural gas and nuclear power. Iceland, like Cameroon, has had dozens of volcanoes and eruptions, and over the last few centuries, eruptions have occurred on an average of every 5 or 6 years. What about the Philippines? Water in high temperature is usually found in areas of recent volcanic activity, such as the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region of both active and dormant volcano in the Pacific area. The country of the Philippines is located in this ring. In recent years, significant progress has been made in tapping geothermal resources for the production of electricity. In fact, the Philippines has become one of the world's largest producers of power from geothermal energy. Over 20% of electricity used in the country comes from this source. Iceland satisfies about half of its energy needs by harnessing geothermal power, and about 58 countries of the world use hot water or steam produced by hot spots in the Earth's crust to heat homes and generate electricity. There is a lot to be said about thermal energy. Countries that develop power from it reduce their dependence on oil. Every 10 megawatts of electricity generated for a year represents a saving of some 140,000 barrels of crude oil per year. Clearly, whilst the volcanic eruptions are wholly a cost in one country, it is partly a blessing to others, as these others have developed a body of knowledge and competence that profits from this evil, in quotes. Are there lessons here that we can learn? What was it that made one nature presence a cost in one country to be partly a blessing in another? Here in River State, there are rivers everywhere, from which we derive our name, River State, just as there are vast lands and woodlands everywhere. These are environmental matters, just as they are also investment matters. How much attention has been given to it with a view to harnessing the potential therein for the beneficial enjoyment of all. This is the reason His Excellency directed a focus on the environment and its energy and investment patterns. Our Creator has given us a planet with varied treasures. Geothermal energy, which are used as an example to show the inevitable consequences of proficiency differentials in countries, is just one of them. And man is just beginning to learn how to utilize it. Knowledge is the key, for with it, we can unlock all the apparently hidden treasures in our rich land and waters of River State, so that we will be better enabled to use our energy and environment more beneficially and in a sustainable manner for all, whilst at the same time caring properly for the grand globe, the Earth, that has been entrusted to us by the Creator. This is the essence of this forum and the reason for the team, and I thank you for your listening. Thank you and welcome.
I think we can do more than that. Let's appreciate him better. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with that very unique comment, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2014 annual African-focused international business platform of this magnitude, and to say